we are back with episode 2424. 24. You guys, we're on episode 24. So exciting. I want to welcome everybody back to another episode of Christyn's Crochet Corner. Welcome to all our new subbies and all our subbies who have been here. Now, if you are wondering, who is this chick? Why is she on my channel? Or why is she on my screen? I would like to direct you to episode 1, how it all got started, how my crochet journey began. And also, I think it was episode 10 non-yarny things, just in case you want to get to know me a little better. Today is Thursday, and it is like 12 in the afternoon. And it has been a rough week, but I am here, and I am happy, and I am joyful and blessed and grateful. So, before we begin on our 24th episode, I always love to remind y'all to subscribe. So if you could please subscribe to our channel, like, give it a thumbs up, comment. I always love to hear from you, you guys. I love to hear where you're from, what you love to do, what you love about crochet, what things that kind of like you about crochet. It didn't even have to be about crochet. It could just be yarn related, crafting related. This is a crafting channel. We do not discriminate. So please comment and share the videos. If you see something that somebody else would love, a friend or a friend of a friend, or you just have somebody in mind, share it, leave a comment and share it with somebody so that they could also get something from this videos. Now, our videos, I really like to just not talk about myself, but also give something so that y'all can also get something from the channel, because as also y'all are giving to me, I want to give back because I love y'all. So you guys, thank you so much for getting me here to over 200 subscribers. I am beyond grateful that I'm here and we're doing it, you guys. We are doing it, me and you together. So today's episode 24, we're going to be talking about appliques. Now, as most of y'all know, I am working on a temperature blanket, and as most of y'all know, my temperature blanket is quite behind. Now, I'm still in August, and as we all know, we are in October. So I'm about 2 months, maybe a month and a half behind on my blanket. So I'm doing 2 squares a day. This is my 90 color, so if it's 90 degrees, I'll do that color, and this is my 80 color. So what I do is I wanted to do something a little bit different. This is my first temperature blanket. So what I do is I put an alarm on my cell phone, and every day at 12 o'clock, the alarm goes off, and I take the temperature for that day. Now, whatever that temperature is, I write it down, and I'll put a square in that color. So anything from 80 to 89 gets a yellow. Anything from 90 to 99 gets a pink. The same thing. And it's all red heart yarn. Now, I was looking at the blanket a few months ago, and I was like, Now, I will insert a video at the end of what the blanket looks like so far. I think we're 13 rows down, and it's going to be 18 by 20. So it's 18 granny squares by 20 rows. And so we're in row 13 right now. I was looking at the blanket, and it seemed kind of bare. So I started adding some appliques. Now, I only added appliques to days that really meant something to me. So I'll add a green letter. Now, the green letter is the first beginning of that month. So if you see the letter A, it's the first day of August, and then it goes back up, and it says a J, and it's the first day of July, and it'll go. I haven't done all of them. This idea just popped in my head, so I'm counting the days and marking them so that I could put the corresponding letter with that month. I also put hearts and a number 6. Now, that was my anniversary day, and it was 2 hearts to represent me and my husband, and the number 6 was to represent 6 years of marriage. And I'll have a shell for my favorite day when we went to the beach. I'll have different appliques of heart for Valentine's Day, just different things like that. And I wanted to talk about why appliques are so important. Well, appliques give like a certain, it's kind of like that cherry on the top, you guys. I love appliques. You can't go wrong with appliques, only because, you know what, let me explain this. What is an applique? So for all of you who are new to crochet or maybe have never heard this before, an applique is kind of like an application that you can add to a blanket, to a hat. It doesn't necessarily have to be a crocheted item. You could have a baseball cap and add an applique. You can add, for example, the applique letter C, because my name is Christyn, it starts with a C. You can add to a beanie, an applique to the beanie, like a star, a heart, anything like that. You can add appliques to jackets. You can add appliques to purses, bags, backpacks. Literally endless. You can also not even add appliques to anything. You can get appliques and put little buds on them, little earring buds, and make them into earrings. You can make them into bracelets. You can make them into rings. You can make them into necklaces, Mama, headbands. Mom. Oh, wow, Dads. That's awesome. Uh-huh. And I mean, it's endless. As long as you think it, you can do it. So, appliques are meant to be little. They're not meant to be very big. You can make them bigger and make them into like small size pillows. This is not an applique, but it's just an example. Small size pillows, you can make 2 of them and put them together. I mean, you can do so many things with appliques. So first off, I want to show y'all. I haven't found a lot of applique books that have, it's just a pattern book. And if you have a applique that it's just a bunch of patterns of appliques, it's a book, please link it down below for other people who might want to purchase that book. So this is the very first applique book that I have ever purchased. I purchased this back in 2017, and it's a stitch guide. So it doesn't necessarily say applique, but I consider it to have appliques. It's like embellishments. It has like little embellishments, and it'll have like flowers and things like that. And I'll use the flowers, like especially, let me see. Especially this little forget-me-not right here. I'll use this flower a lot for appliques. Sometimes, one time I made like 3 or 4 of those in 3 different colors, and I actually glued them on a headband that I got from Dollar Tree, and I gave it to my daughter, and she'll wear it. So I consider those to be appliques. These petite florals, let me see. Well, it's kind of hard, but these petite florals, those are my favorite. That's why I have it marked. Because it's my go-to little thing. If I want to add a little flower to like a scarf, I actually did add these little flowers to a scarf. I added them to a mitten on the palm right here, just 3 little flowers, and it was very cute. But appliques can be anything, you guys. And that's what I love about them. I've also heard them be called motifs. Now it has this, it's called motifs and shapes, and it has all these different little motifs. It also has a peacock feather, this one. And I love that one. I wanted to, and I never got to do it, but I wanted to make little earrings out of that. So like just have them hanging right here. Wouldn't that be so cute? I think that's it for this book. So this book was very affordable. I think it was like $5, something like that. And it's full of information. It has like your stitch guide and abbreviations, symbols, terms, and like little tricks that you can use. It actually it has, what am I saying? But it also has like little leaves where you can do different little leaves. You see that? Different size leaves that you can do. And I really like that. I think it has like 13 different leaves. And I thought that was really handy. So I bought this at my Walmart, my local Walmart, but I'm sure you can purchase it off of Amazon. It's called Embellishment Stitch Guides, and it is by Jean Leanhauser by Leisurely Arts. It's published by Leisurely Arts. I love Leisurely Art books, you guys. Soon we're going to talk about how I got started on how I actually learned to crochet. You already know my story, but I think next episode we're going to talk about how I actually dove into crochet. My other go-to book, this is actually where I got my shell applique for my temperature blanket that's on there. This is Crochet Appliques, and there's 100 of them in there, and it's by Deborah Berger. I got this off of Amazon. I paid $12 for it. It was something stupid cheap like that. But it has so many cute little appliques. Now, I can't show them all to you. But look at that. It's got a little parrot applique. So it has different themes. And it's got a celebrate theme. So it has the different holidays, which I love. Oops, sun, watch out. It's got farm appliques, so it's got different, like a chick, an apple tree, a barn, tractors, fruits. It's got a sea theme. So I want to show you, this is the shell applique that I made for my temperature blanket. And it has another theme. It has, in the garden theme, it's got ladybugs, it's got flowers, it's got birds. And then the last theme is, I think it's animals. And that's where, oh no, wild. That's where you saw that little bear. It's got like a bear, a beaver, a moose, a trout, owl, a hippo, squirrel. So it has a lot. Oh, son. It has a lot of different little appliques, and I really enjoy this book. This is kind of like, if I need an applique, I go, son, please stop. I go to this book. I apologize for all the camera moving. My son is playing, and apparently I'm in his way, even though I'm staying in one spot. So these two books are my faves. I love them. I implore you to go check them out, to go see what's up with those books, because they are awesome. Another thing I wanted to show y'all, still staying on the theme of appliques, is I made a few. Because they're so easy to make, I made quite a few. Little skulls. Ah, so cute. These are little Jadens. Look. It looks like my head. Wow. These are little Jaden Stitches skull appliques. Now, I'm not big on Halloween. I'm sorry for all of those who really love Halloween. It's all right. Like, it's not my favorite season or holiday. If we never celebrate it, that'd be fine with me. But the school that is here that my children attend, their mascot is the Pirates. So, of course, they're big on skulls. And I actually wanted to make these into little, I forgot what they're called, but you can pin them on your shirt like that. I wanted to make little swords like that going like across. So, because it's very, it's like school pride, right? So I'm going to glue or sew a little safety pin on the back, and then you can safety pin it, because homecoming is Friday, tomorrow. Tomorrow is homecoming for our school. So I'm going to wear these, and then also we can wear them on Halloween, because I don't dress up. My children do, but I don't. And I'm going to wear these. I made 5, but I haven't finished the eyes or the little mouth on this. But how cute, you guys. Now, I will link Jada and Stitches. This is her pattern. You can purchase it on her Etsy shop, or it is a free pattern on her YouTube. So you can just follow along on her YouTube. Very simple, very easy. It took me like 20 minutes to make all 5 of these, or actually it took me 15 because I didn't finish this one. But it was very simple. I loved it. I just got to glue the backing, the little pins on the back so we can pin it to our shirts. Now I wanted to, before we head out, I wanted to give you an update on hats for the homeless. I haven't been able to work on too many hats. I think I've only made 2 so far. So this is what I have right now. It's not that much. I was hoping to have like 10 already, and I only have 6. So it's something though, right? You guys, it's something. So I wanted to encourage y'all to, I know homelessness is, it's hard to be without during this time, and it's hard to be without like in the holidays. So I wanted to go out during Christmas time and give hats and free coffee for for the homeless, those who are homeless, just to give them a little love, maybe talk to them about, you know, beauty, like their inner beauty, and give them like a little bit of a pep talk, you know, help out a little bit. So I wanted to also encourage you to do the same thing. Now, you don't have to make a ton of hats. Maybe you can keep like 10 hats at a time in your car. When you see somebody who's cold or see somebody who's kind of sad, you can give out a hat. Now, it doesn't even necessarily need to be a homeless person. It could be to your friend or to a neighbor that they look kind of blue, or somebody who's going through a hard time. Just kind of lift somebody up to give, you know, giving something is so awesome, and not everybody receives very well, but everybody does give very well. So even if the person you're giving to doesn't receive it very well, like they're like, oh, thanks, you still gave it with your whole heart, and it doesn't matter. That counts. That counts when you give with your whole heart. And so I want to motivate you guys. Hats for the homeless. So I'm doing hats for the homeless in my area, which is San Antonio, Texas. I'm going to be going out in San Antonio. So if you live in the San Antonio area, email me, message me, contact me through Instagram, Facebook, email. I have my email on the bottom. I have my happy mail, my snail mail on the bottom. Mail me a letter and say, hey, I live near San Antonio. I don't live close to San Antonio. I live kind of an hour away from San Antonio, so it is a drive for me. So if you live in that, you know, area, and you say, hey, I want to go with you to do hats for the homeless, I'm gonna make 15 hats, 10 hats, 30 hats, whatever hats, and me and you are gonna go together and we're gonna give out hats. Come on, I want to motivate y'all to do hats for the homeless. If you're not in my state, or if you are in my state and you're not near me, go to the biggest city. Unfortunately, big cities are more of an attraction for the homeless. So go to the nearest city, the biggest city that's near you that you think could use help. You could go to your city. Like if you live, obviously, I'm just going to do like a big state, California. If you live in California, you can go to Los Angeles, San Francisco. I mean, those are just the biggest ones that pop to my mind that I think that could use help. Obviously, New York City, they could use help. If you don't feel comfortable going out and giving hats away because either you're a single woman, you kind of feel vulnerable, or you're doing it all by yourself, even if you're a man and you're just all by yourself, nobody else can go with you and nobody else wants to go with you, you can send them. You can mail them to a charity who will actually give them out to the homeless. You can mail them to like a homeless shelter, to a battered women's shelter, you can make hats for, what is that, like the children's hospital. This pattern that I have right here is by Megan. She is the author of Left in Knots, and she is the author of this pattern. I will link this pattern on the bottom so that you can see it actually has like 10 different hat sizes. So it comes from anything from premature baby to large adults. So you can actually make hats for just everybody's getting a hat. We all getting hats. So there's so much you can do, you guys. there's so much need that you can't mess up, right? There's like so much that people need. You cannot mess up on giving something to somebody. It's only going to take your time and a little bit of money. So I want to encourage you to go out and give. Even if you don't do hats for the homeless like I am, you can go give hats to babies. You can go volunteer at an animal shelter. You can go volunteer at a senior citizen home. You can volunteer your time, not necessarily your money, but your time. And I wanted to show y'all my whip, my whippity whip, whip. I'm making this for one of my husband's aunts who loves doilies. So it's kind of puckered at the moment, but it will come out. The block, when I block it, it'll straighten out. So I'm not done. Got a straggler. I'm not done. I'm on row 19 of 25. So I'm almost done. I only have about 6 more rows. And this is a Christmas gift, you guys. Oh, Christmas. So I think it's coming out pretty good for my first doily. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty impressed with myself. Now, not every single stitch is even and not every single stitch is like flawless. But what are you gonna do? You know, it's the thought that counts. So I'm almost done. I can't wait to finish that because I still have a ton of Christmas presents that I have to make. Next week, I will show you the stocking that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on that gauge soon. I know this is weird, but I love gauge. I love gauge. Thank you for the gauge. But I want to leave you, my creator's wand. Get out your creator wand and make up some creations. I want to leave you with, you know, we always end with kind of like a inspirational kind of, I don't like to just like, okay, bye. I want to give y'all a little something. So this week I want to talk about loving the unlovable. So I know that many times we give a gift, like how I was talking about these hats, many times we give a gift that people don't accept very well. Not a lot of people are very good at accepting gifts that are handmade. They kind of want things like either money or something that you purchase. And not every time can we go out and purchase something, you know. And I understand that because I've been there and I've done that where I can't purchase gifts for everybody. I have to make something because it's a little bit more affordable. And I think I don't know, to me, it means more to if somebody were to give me a gift like April, my friend April, she gave me that flower. I have it in my living room for everybody to see because she made me this flower, crocheted flower, and I love it. I feel like it came from her heart. It was made just for me, and I'm so proud of it. And even though I didn't make it, I want everybody to see. Shout out to April, be wowed. So not everybody is good at accepting gifts. And our first thought is kind of like, screw you, dude. I made this from the bottom of my heart. How dare you not like my gift? Well, give it back. And that is not the right attitude to have. Even though in the world perspective, it's like, yeah, dude, like go get what's yours. How dare they kind of blow off your gift? We need to love the unlovable. Now, I'm talking about mainly, we get this idea, especially me, when I do hats for the homeless, I'm thinking that every homeless person's going to come up to me and be like, thank you. And I love this. Thank you so much for being so kind and taking time out of your day, taking time from your kids and your husband and making this gift for me. They might not all react like that. They might just take your hat, leave, take the coffee, take your money, take, and leave and not even say thank you. Now, is that right? No, it's not right. You know, the proper thing would to be like, thank you so much. I really appreciate what you did. God bless you. Bye-bye. Okay. But that doesn't always happen like that, everybody. Unfortunately, there are some people who do not know how to say thank you. And that doesn't necessarily stem from them being ugly. That may stem from them from a bunch of hurts in the past. So I want to encourage you, if you do have somebody that you no longer give to because they're just so, to you, they seem so ungrateful and they're just so rude and so nasty, and you're just like, ugh, I'm not gonna get them nothing for Christmas or their birthday or whatever. Like, the heck with them, they're on their own. I think that we need to all change our attitude. I think that it's time that we change our attitude, change our minds. It doesn't matter if they reject you. You still love them. If they tell you no, you say, okay, thank you. You have a good day. I send you my love. It's not about our feelings. It's about us giving, and we're doing our part. I'm sorry. I had to step away to the door really fast. But what I was basically saying was being kind to other people who are a little bit on the ruder side doesn't make it okay not to be kind. We have to be kind to everybody and share the love to everyone. I know it's not always easy, and I know personally that it's not easy to be kind even to the unkind. But if we're trying to make this world a better place, if we're trying to live in a nicer environment, in a nicer, loving environment, it starts with you. It really does start with you. Now, I hope that y'all have an amazing week, you guys. I want y'all to know that I deeply love y'all, that I support y'all, and I hope that y'all go out and do amazing things, that y'all share love, that y'all share friendship, that y'all share hope. I hope that y'all keep crocheting and that y'all keep doing and making wonderful things. I love y'all. God bless you. Have a wonderful week.